Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. So last time we figured out that we do in fact only have one of these girder segments out on Mars, so I wanted to see if we could make some kind of setup that would work with just a single girder, if maybe we gave it enough of a base plate there at the foot of it, I guess, to push this thing up. So we're going to try this build. Let's get it outside. Alright, so let it load in, there we go. Alright, well, looks pretty reasonable. Robotics, let's open this up and go. Yeah, no. Okay. Still kind of rolling around on that base plate, I guess. Might have to think about moving that thing. Let's fold the legs up so we don't have those to pivot on. See what happens here. Yeah, still gonna fall to the side. Dang it. Alright. Let's get this back in. Alright, so I think this is creating way more problems than it's worth, and the only other place we could possibly attach it is up top. So we can go ahead and get rid of this piece, and let's get this outside. See if this doesn't work a little bit better. Fingers crossed, everyone. Alright, here we go. Load it in, good. Alright, robotics. And go. Well, hey, would you look at that? We can try to just stand this thing up on the engine bells. Not quite long enough to push it completely on the engine bells, but this is by far the best result we've gotten out of this kind of setup, and I'm pretty sure we have all the necessary girders and such that we will need. Alright, so let's, it was Bill, right? I guess that was Bill. Let's fold these in first, just to make sure. Yeah, Bill. Let's have Bill hop out and see about detaching these things, and if we could expect them to do unworldly amounts of damage if we just let them hit the floor. So detach, detach. No, okay. You know, just fall. That's fine. Ah, yes. Those legs were made for dancing. I don't know. It's nice to know that it's not only the landing legs out on Mars that are particularly haunted. All of them will kind of do this. Right. So if we can set them a little lower, maybe we can get this thing pushed up all the way on its engine bells. There's that nice little load time. That's about where I would have put them if this thing were coming down on its own. Of course, that was not the case. Didn't think we'd need landing legs for this part of the machine. Go figure. Alright, we'll get the second one attached. Oh, yeah, let's actually attach it. How about that? Yes. There we go. Zoop zoop. Render us back in. Alright. And we can't really get him back because we don't have the ladder attached. Yeah, no. Either we're too far away or that's just not a thing. So, Val, if you could do the honors, please. Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. Good job. Well. Yeah. Alright, let's just revert this to launch. Try something different. Alright, loaded back in. There it goes. Alright. So let's fold these up and see what we can do with just the girder segment if we were to pull those off preemptively and maybe install them on the other side to balance us out. Hey, look at that. This works pretty well. Oh. 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 Come on. No, no. Just, yeah. That's probably going to be a problem out on Mars. Probably going to need something to balance against it. Anyway, I'm happy enough with this where I think it's time to radio it on up to the crew out on the surface of Mars. Let's go check in on them. Alright, well, here we are out on Mars with our lander again. We're going to go ahead and get Nina out I think the first thing we need to do is move this solar panel to some place where it's not going to be in the way, because we're going to move that base plate up top. That is our first step. There's absolutely no way we can pivot this thing back on anything with that, because we'll just roll. We figured that part out. Yep, too far away to make a solid attachment from here. All right, that nestled in nicely, so we'll just pick it up and move it bit by bit as we see fit. And one more, and then we can hopefully get it attached to that docking port and hope that we can go ahead and detach it later. Fortunately, in flight, it's going to cause an issue, but that's a couple of steps down the road still. I don't think it's one that we necessarily need worry about. And now we can start trying to part out this rover and get access to a hinge, perhaps. Or, Val, what are... Oh, come on. Great. Oh, God. What are you doing? Nina? Nina. Okay, she just jumps up, bangs her head into the tire. Oh, God, is she... Okay. Oh, quit throwing yourself against the rover. It's not that bad. Oh, Nina. You can fix this, I promise. Just stop bouncing into the rover. Okay, you're good? Oh, shake it off. Get back to work. Alright, so first step, we're going to unhook the rover from the lander just in case anything absolutely tragic happens, and we're going to start moving as many parts off of that central gantry rail as we can, including these battery banks that have all these scientific equipments stored on them. And while I think about it, it'd be kind of cool if we could keep this rover functional without the wheels. We can use this battery pack as a chassis, an axle, for which to mount these wheels onto and still get ground clearance enough to where this thing might actually still work. Get out of the way. Good job. So we're going to go ahead and relocate these rear two tires first. Yeah, look at that. We still got clearance. I'll take it. Whatever works. All right, and now let's go ahead and try to move one of these hinges off. Just get it clear of the support rail. Yeah, it's too big to fit in inventory. Dang it. All right, so we'll just mount you up here for right now. Get you... What? Why did only half the hinge move? Oh. Okay, that's interesting. I know we detached it, but it took the octagonal strut, and it looks like the frame rail with it. And it is inducing some kind of roll, or some kind of force that's pushing the lander back, and it's exceeding the brake force. Yeah, now we can't put this in inventory. Oh, this is a problem. Not one that we're going to let concern us, however. Nia is going to continue right along trying to part out this rover and get access to the structural parts and the hinges and the truss rail that she needs. There, that finally looked like it broke that hinge free of its mount. You can see its pair is still down there, although now the rail is twisted and bent, and moving that hinge took that octagonal strut with it, and now it has snapped back in line with its other partner hinge, which is also super interesting, but it did stop the rover from rolling away on us, which is good, I guess. It was a little harder to work on a moving object. But now any attempt to detach the other hinge from that, like, we can get the one hinge off, but it takes that octagonal strut with it. And we kind of need that octagonal strut to make the footprint thing that we need. And now that force is acting again. But we're going to try to reattach this other battery bank up here. This will give us yet another good place to mount these wheels. And provided, of course, it doesn't slide away from us entirely too quickly or into the lander. Oh, this could be a problem. Alright, let's move other stuff while we can stand in front of it and hopefully stop it from going any further. Relocate the lights, some of the sciencey bits, and now we'll try again for the wheel. Yeah, maybe just attaching it straight to the cockpit part is our best bet. Alright, that's still making contact with the ground. Good. And let's get one of these hinges off. Place it down to the side. Interesting. There's that broken solar panel from before. So that other hinge just didn't want to go anywhere at all. And that's kind of a problem. And I don't know how the game exactly is going to deal with half a hinge. But yeah, we're kind of done messing with stuff. We're just going to start tearing things down and leaving it on the ground. No, I'm kidding. We're just going to mount stuff wherever we can. We need this gantry rail. We need this octagonal strut. But we were able to detach the octagonal strut from the forward section, and the two hinges just kind of fell away, although I don't know if it's a graphical error or what kind of glitch, but we only have this one hinge. Anyway, here's old me. Alright, got this. Let's see. We do want to mount it as far back as we can. That looks alright. It was about where we had it on the test model back at Cape Canaveral. Okay, it's mounted. And yeah, okay, she can't move the limits or engage the locks or anything. So switch over here to Bowman. Ah, okay, good. It is being recognized, so we'll just go ahead and open up full articulation on this thing and our robotics panel. Alright, it doesn't really look like it's moving. Are we not? Okay, which one is it? No. Oh, there it is. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, that does not look like it's moving. So I wonder if it's just an error because it's only seems to have rendered in half the hinge. Or I wonder if... I think even if I attached on the wrong node, we should be able to see something moving. Alright, since we have access to the full panel and all the hinges have been moved, let's try this. Oh yeah, there is some motion here. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Well, this is a problem. Thankfully, though, Bowman thinks that he has some kind of idea here, and he's going to give it a try. Alright, Bowman, extend. Thank you. Oh! Okay. Please don't pile this thing into Nina. Extend. Activate, whichever. Oh, that is super interesting. That did not work last time, but it works now. Nina, please don't bang into the antennas. Okay, well you go right on ahead and do it, whatever it is that you want. They're really hard to see from this angle. To be fair, they get kind of tiny. Those antennas are rated at how many tons? Alright, Bowman, fold these in if you could. Yeah, we want those tucked away. Nina's going to relocate them soon enough. Oh, that is awesome. Alright. Nina, you still have those other two antennas? Yes. Alright, let's get those on the facing side of this. We probably don't need them right now, but this is our insurance policy to make sure that we don't accidentally tip this thing over. That's going to be way too low, isn't it? Yeah. Doesn't really do us any favors. Yeah, see how far below the engine bell that extends? I don't know. I mean, we might be able to get that kind of leverage. That does put us really high off the ground, and that makes me worry a little bit. It's like you have to be actually very careful with this kind of thing, because if it goes wrong and we blow up one of these things, we're stuck. Yeah, I think that's entirely too low. So let's move that up here a bit. Yeah. I'd like to get a little bit wider of a base so that we don't fall sideways either. Yeah, that'll work. We gotta move that solar panel to get the other one mounted there. Alright, Nina, get to work. First realization, can no longer jump to reach the ladder. Great. One quick solve for this, just relocate the ladder. So we'll pull it off the side of the lander, run around to the front, since eventually this is going to be facing exactly where we need it to be. We'll just go ahead and mount it down here. I just need to see if that gives us enough reach to, yes, we can in fact climb all the way up. We'll just go ahead and move the panel to that top part so we can ditch it after we ditch that fuel tank after takeoff, and then relocate this antenna. I mean, eventually. We're going to spin it around a few times because from this perspective it's really hard to tell which way it needs to be facing. But that looks pretty good. So then it's time to go to the next step and move those landing legs. See if we can't tip this up. Alright, pull this one off first. Rotate. We don't want to do too much because we don't want to flip it over. Hello, rolling hinge. That looks good. Wait for it to load in. Come on. There we go. Good job. Avoid the antennas. Probably want to avoid that rolling hinge too. Whatever. Or just kick it around. These weird parts with ghost physics. Alright, that looks about even, right? A little below the edge thing. Alright. So far so good. Yeah, you should probably get clear just in case something goes horribly wrong. You'd rather be stranded than smushed, right? I don't know, I guess the 6 in one, half dozen in the other. Bowman? Alright. Gear. Please no tip, please no tip. Yes. Oh, that is awesome. I think we might have saved this. Well, let's not count our eggs before they've hatched. Nina's going to go get back to work, pulling these two antennae off after first closing them because they don't do us any good in the fully extended position other than inviting a kraken. It also actually helps when you attach set antennas. First antenna on and mounted, second antenna, repeat the process. We kind of want to do this in very small incremental angles because it reduces the likelihood that this thing is going to go bouncing into the air, flying and exploding. Get Nina clear this thing, switch back to Bowman. Alright, dude, extend, activate. Oh, there's a little nudge. Okay, all we have to do is get those landing legs clear the ground so we can pull them off as long as these will bear the weight, which I think we've proven that they can, and then fold the gear up again. Excellent. It did not fall back over. Oh, sweet. Alright, and then we'll just go back to the speddy uppy bits and let Nina get back to work, just relocating these landing legs a little bit lower. So as again to help increase the angle and put more of the weight on those forward two antennas. Alright. There's those two moved, so I guess we'll switch back over to Bowman. Alright, dude. Pull them out. Please no tip. Ooh. Yes. Whew. Half a second there, I thought for sure this thing was going to flop forward. What? Where are we going? Bowman, what are you doing? Okay. It's like we've taken to starting to have a nice slide down the hill. And a little bit of a weird rotation. Very interesting. Alright, I thought switching away would solve it. It does not. Let's go ahead and pull these in. Very interesting. I guess we're on more of a slope than I thought. Okay, well, nope, that one's broken. How about you? Yeah, it does us absolutely no good, but whatever. Let's fold it out. Yes. Doing nothing. But if we continue to rotate, maybe we'll get it in some kind of sun? It is turning, so it's detecting some sunlight. This is very interesting. Well, no time to dilly-dally. Nina, time to get back to work. So, I would really like to not take off with these landing legs still attached. They're particularly heavy, we only have 2 of them, it'll throw off our weight balance, etc. But that thing's going to continue to slide away, and I think we should probably stop it somehow. So Nina's going to come out here and get the rover. That miraculously somehow still works. But yeah, I wanted to take this as an opportunity to clean up some of this miscellaneous part stuff that we have going on. So, alright, we're just going to ditch a bunch of these parts because we don't need them. They're cluttering up the rover and they're making things weird and ugly. So let's try to get this hinge off. Render in. Rendering in. Oh, come on. What the hell? Oh, good. Try to remove a hinge and the computer core explodes. Alright, save the expensive sciencey equipment. It'd be nice if we could still double up on our science stuff by radioing in a bunch of these things. Let's attach what you can to the front half of that rover. Maybe we can still build a workable something out of this. Of course, it's starting to roll away also. Good times. Good times. Alright, there's that thing saved. I know we lost an RTG in there somewhere. Let's see if we can't attach this rear axle back here somehow. Yeah, almost. Yeah, okay, I should have rotated this the other way. No big deal. How about... Oh god, this is just... No, you won't let me attach it here? Oh, wait. Okay, we can attach it down here, though. Let's just get it kind of facing the right way. Yeah, good enough. Whatever. Attach. Rendering in. Oh. Alright. Oh, come on. Really? Really? Fine. Alright. This white tank is a life support tank. It'd be nice if we could save it. Let's get these hinges off of it first, because they are cancer. Oh, come on. Oh, great. Where did it go? Oh, good. There it is. Phew. Alright. Are you gonna hit the lander? Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. Thank God. Oh. Well, after that lucky bit of engineering, I think we're going to have to give up on the rover. I may have trashed it beyond repair, but we are going to collect this life support tank and push it way the hell over here. We still have some hose hookups amongst some other things so that we can try to utilize this. Maybe we can extend our stay long enough to recover some of these sciencey, experimenty things and get a lot more worthwhile science from this particular mission. So I'm going to try to install a little base support structure here in hopes that maybe we can keep this around for a little bit. We'll just get the last truss that we still have salvaged over here, and we can get rid of that. Still got the 2 antennas in inventory, but we'll link this up first, transfer some resources, and call this one hell of a good day. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next one. So until then, see you later.